What is going on, guys? It's 7up07 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest VIII. We're here right outside of Princess Minnie's castle, and we're just going to head back to the ship from here so we can get sailing to a couple of other places. There are several places that I want to go right now. We're going to go off the beaten path a little bit now that we have the ship and do a little bit of exploring. Which, you know, this is completely optional at this point. You can wait until later to go back and do this, but I find it is a bit challenging at this point in the game because sometimes we can be a bit overpowered by some of the monsters. So we're just going to head straight east right now. But yeah, some of the battles on the ocean can be quite challenging, especially at this point in the game. There's only really a couple monsters that we have to worry about, but they can prove to be quite challenging. These are not really any of those. Well, we'll see how it goes. I don't think we'll have too much trouble during this section, though, especially if we have a little bit of luck. But we'll see. But like I said, some of the, you know, we're just trying to get a few extra items that are going to make the game easier as a whole, but it will make this particular section a little bit more challenging. And there's a pretty big difference between some of the enemies that you'll encounter at this point. Like some of them, like these guys, are pretty fair for our level in the game, and then you're just going to hit a couple that are just seemingly impossible. We can take them on, but there's a couple of enemies that if I encounter them, I am simply going to run away because it would be a long, arduous process trying to take them down, so I'm just not even going to bother with that. But in preparation for this, I finally did get around to using all the seeds that we had stored up, which was quite a lot. It gave a lot of extra defense and HP to Jessica for one, and I did all of them that we had, including this seed of skill here, which I am going to use on the hero for 5 points. I honestly can't remember if the seeds of skill vary in the amount they give you. I know I have an amount written down for what the max is, which is 5, but I don't remember if it actually varies. But anyway, this is the one and only seed of skill we've gotten so far. We will get more, but I'm going to use this one on the hero to start with and go ahead and put it towards swords. And that will increase our attack with a sword. So and so now we're just going to sail around this side. I think that's the Tower of Alexandria. Or no, that was Port Prospect. And yeah, I don't even need to show this. But I can definitely already tell a difference that it's made in raising Jessica's defense and HP. I think I had 5 seeds of defense and like 4 seeds of life, so it really made a huge difference. Let's take a look at the map and see where we're trying to go. So we still need to keep heading east. I'm trying to head just past that red dot, which is the Tower of Alexandria, and head into that little strait that goes through the center of the continent. That's where we're trying to get right now. Alright, so there's the tower. We're coming around this side. But yeah, like I said, this whole section is going to be, I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take, it kind of depends, but it's all pretty optional, and it's quite a bit off of the actual story that we could continue with right now. But we'll see how it goes. Just had a pretty annoying encounter with some of those sea angels. They can be tricky just because they don't hit high at all, so they're not much of a risk, but it's just annoying because they heal constantly and raise their agility. So yeah, that's a kind of annoying enemy out here. But so you'll see we just went into this cave under this little bridge. This is an area that we'll be coming back to later, but might as well go ahead and add it to the Zoom list. This is Pirate's Cove. And there are some pretty tricky enemies in here, so we're going to minimize the amount of time that we're in here, or try to anyway. Oh boy. Didn't even make it to 1 item. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this guy I think is a little bit tricky. I honestly don't remember. I'm pretty low on health on a couple people, I just realized, so I'm going to be careful here. Proceed with a little bit of caution. Just because I don't feel like having to deal with the whole dying thing right now. So hopefully we can get out of here and get our items quickly. Go ahead and doesn't knock down his defense at all. Yeah, you see he does an insane amount of damage. So this is just an example that we are a little bit out of our comfort zone as far as the level of the enemies that we're dealing with. I'm not entirely sure how much HP someone like him has, but clearly he can do a lot of damage, so I'm just gonna keep healing and oh damn it, I was just counting on that executioner. I'm just gonna keep healing with either the hero or Angelo and just keep our health up, but really we'll just take our time on this one and try to take him out. But this is what I mean, I'm going to try to minimize the time that we're in here. And of course he can heal. Jesus Christ. I guess that gives us a little more of an opportunity to attack more this time. I am going to equip this and then do a multi-thrust, because why not? I'm not going to be afraid to use any abilities here, especially with him being able to heal. I could use... Jesus Christ, he's just ridiculous. There we go. That didn't take too much more to take him out, so not an insane amount of HP. Alright, anyway, right here is 790 gold right by this door. So that's a pretty nice pickup there. And now we'll just head on over to this other side. If it becomes too difficult, I may just start running away from battles, because I don't want to deal with that too much. And here... Nope. Which one is it? Is there more? Oh. There we go. Seed of Magic in here. And then just one last one over here with mini medal number 36, I believe. I do know it is enough to be able to go back to Princess Minnie's castle. So that's what we're going to do right now. I don't feel like dealing with any more fights, so I'm just going to evac from here. And then we're going to warp straight back to Princess Minnie's castle so that we can go ahead and get our next upgrade from her. So we'll just come right back out to the ship and then zoom there. So now you'll see we have Pirates Cove on our zoom list now. So it'll be convenient to get back here when we're a little bit higher level. Alright, so now we can run inside and get our new prize from Princess Minnie. I just had to replay that entire section that I just did at the start of this video because I accidentally unplugged my PS2. Alright, let's see what she'll give us. Yeah, so we got 36. And we'll get the Posh Waistcoat for that mark. And then I think the next one's at 45. Staff of Divine Wrath. That sounds fancy. It is quite thrilling, actually. So, we'll definitely want to go ahead and equip this onto Angelo, because it is significantly better than what he has been using. Equip that. And definitely move that out of here. So that should help Angelo along the way quite a bit. It is significantly higher than what he had been using, so very happy about that. And now we can just go right on back out to the ship. You know where to go. Okay, and now we're going to want to head to the northwest and around the continent, and then up to the very, very top. You'll see in the top right corner, right above the continent, there is a small island up there. And that is where we want to head at the moment. So we'll head on out that way. It's definitely apparent, even on Princess Minnie's island, that some of the enemies are just difficult enough that you can tell that we are going against the game's intentions in some of the places that we're going to. I guess Her Island, not so much, but some of the other places we're going to get to, it's pretty obvious that we are not meant to be there just yet. But, you know, I'm okay with that, because it's keeps it all good and fun. That looks like the West Rodaine Church there. Definitely do not want to fight those guys. Not interested at all. So now we're coming around on to Trodaine, but we'll just keep going for the time being. Gotta keep circling around here. One of my favorite things about sailing in this game is the music that plays during it. It's so good. Let's take a look. Yeah, we're almost there. We're heading pretty much straight for it, so in fact that may be it. That looks like it's it right there. So we'll just sail straight into it and get where we need to go. I don't know if there is a spot to dock or not. Yeah, we'll just disembark and get ready to have a battle right away. Where is he at? Oh, he's right over here. So we recognize these guys from the Pirate's Cove. It's a Riptide, but of course he is a recruitable monster. So we definitely want to be careful with him. I'm going to do a similar strategy to the one before. Obviously this guy is going to be a little trickier. Sure, I'll lead with a helm splitter. And let's actually psych Jessica up just a little bit, just to make this a little bit easier. And then Angelo can go ahead and cast a Kabuff for us, just so we don't have to worry about dying quite as quickly. This is a pretty tough enemy, so we want to make sure that we are careful with him. So even after a Kabuff, 50 damage done. Not, okay, but we did take his defense down, which is important. Always why going with Helm Splitter first is a good thing. We'll go ahead and do another Psych up there. And I'll actually have Yangus use his Rune Staff just to make things a little bit easier, and then that way, whoops, Angelo can go ahead and heal himself after that last attack. It was pretty brutal. He kind of needed a heal to start with anyway, since we didn't come into this at full health. It's a crazy group damage there. Just absolutely insane. Wish we could have gotten that Rune Staff off before that, but that's alright. I'm actually going to go ahead and have the hero multi-thrust, and let's see, I'll just use an Executioner. Why not? No, we'll do another Helm Splitter, see if we can get his defense down a little bit. And then I'm going to psych up one more time with Jessica. Take the chance on this one. I don't think that it will be a problem, but let's go ahead and heal Jessica. Oh, please, God. Oh, thank God. That wasted his turn. I'll take that all day. There's a nice little multi-thrust from the hero. That should, along with Jessica's attack, be plenty to take this guy out. And especially now that he has even lower defense, I'm not worried about this at all. So now we'll just do, fuck it, I'll just do, well, no, I'll go ahead and get another heal in for Angelo on this one. We'll rock another Helm Splitter for him, and then just use our Twin Dragon Lash. And that should honestly be plenty to take him out. Yep, just the one. I mean, that was an insane amount of damage getting ready to do, so... You know, all that probably wasn't necessary for this guy, but I figured you want to be careful, so... We are going to add him to our monster team. And, I'll go ahead and change it, in fact. And his name is Seesaw here, and I actually am going to go ahead and switch him out with Hackzilla, because he has much better defense and some better stats like agility. And then just because it's an easy way not only to get back to our ship, but back to where we want to sail to afterwards, we're going to warp back to Princess Minnie's castle and just run back to the ship from there. Alright, now we're going to turn completely around and head towards the west and around the other side of the continent here. There's this kind of big jut out getting in our way of where we need to go. And just another friendly reminder is to keep a very good eye on your HP and MP. And if you need to go and stay overnight somewhere to make sure you don't die, please do so, because that would be the worst thing ever. Alright, so we'll just disembark on this little island right here. Alright, so we'll just head around to the other side of the island, because there's nothing interesting on this side. And this is going to be kind of the point in the game where we can start to get some really cool items, which I'm pretty excited about. You can see Myla Abbey over there in the distance. And here is one treasure chest. So you ought to know kind of where we are right now, and that's the iron armor, which I'm just going to quickly equip onto the hero, because it is better than what he currently has. So that's a nice free upgrade there from the bronze armor. So we'll go ahead and equip that. I am, of course, still cranking out special medicines. Alright, and there's this little guy bouncing around that we'll take on. And just grab his monster coin while we're here. Shouldn't pose too much of a threat. So I'm not going to do anything particularly special for this battle. And watch me say that, and then he ends up kicking my ass. I don't think that's likely, but yeah, with his 4 damage that he does, don't think that that's gonna happen. Yeah, there's just, you know, as we go along from this point on, I know we kind of had those times where we went back and just went after all the recruitable monsters. From this point on, it's kind of just going to be the new areas that we explore. We'll be getting not only the treasure chests, but all of the recruitable monsters around that area. And we got a level up for Angelo. Got some nice upgrades there, and 4 skill points. So we are going to, of course, I don't even know why I double check anymore, keep going with swords for him. And then a silver monster coin. I still don't understand how he drops a silver monster coin, and then the Riptide guy we just recruited drops only a copper. It's absolutely bizarre. It had made sense up until this point. Alright, and then one last treasure chest here with a bronze knife inside, which we will be using for some mixes coming up pretty soon. So now we can just head back to the ship and move on from here. It is becoming dark, which I don't like. I might... Well, no, I think I can make it to where we're going and be okay. Where we're trying to get to is not too terribly far away, I don't think, so shouldn't be much of a problem. And we basically just want to sail straight west from here, just across. We actually are going to step foot onto the western continent right now, just not exactly for the story. There's this little inlet just west of where we were. Let me make sure I am going into the right spot. Yeah, it's actually just over here to the left a bit. This should be it, and we should sail through just long enough for us to be able to disembark. Let's see if this is where I want to be. do not like being here at night. This is against my better judgment. Not that necessarily the monsters are any harder to... Okay, there's a treasure chest here. Not that the monsters are necessarily any harder, I just don't like being here at night. So there's an iron helmet in here. And that we're actually going to go ahead and equip for Angelo, as it is significantly better than this feathered cap he's working with. So he has gotten quite a few great upgrades lately. So he's working with 119 defense now, which is very good compared to what he had before, which was only like 70 something, I think. Alright, so we're just going to walk this way and look for a recruitable monster down here. And I'm going to try to avoid as many battles as possible, because the monsters around here are really no joke at all. I do not want to mess with them as much as possible. And this is the guy we're looking for right here. Not going to be a super easy fight from what I remember, but we will try to take him out fairly easily. Let's see, we'll use a rune staff. Go ahead and use our helm splitter as per usual, psych Jessica up, and then also do a kabuff with Angelo, just so this guy cannot do as much damage to us. I guess I'll probably... Okay, we'll get a nice defense decrease there. I'll probably use the hero, just not even worry about multi-thrust or anything with him right now, just because I'm pretty sure a simple psych up with Jessica and a twin dragon lash will do this just fine. So I'm just going to keep piling on the defense here. Another helm splitter, another psych up, and then why not, I'll go ahead and have Angelo heal me just in case, because he's doing quite a bit of damage to me. So better safe than sorry. But we'll just keep piling on that defense, and hopefully won't be much of a problem. Only two more turns until hopefully we can take him out. So that'll give an opportunity also to decrease his defense significantly, just as an assurance that Jessica's attack will be enough to take him down. So one more psych up for her, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and just do another kabuff. Just get our defense nice and high. I find this to be a little bit easier, just rely on one massive attack as opposed to just trying to chip him off a little bit at a time. It's just a bit easier and really more foolproof method when you think about it. So there should be, yeah, that's going to be the last of the defense that we can take down for him. So, I probably didn't even honestly need to get him up that high. I'm just going to hope that Jessica's attack is one of the first ones. But, I mean, we're doing all sorts of damage to him anyway. I think he has a fairly high amount of HP, though. So, yeah, these two here should definitely take him down. Yeah, just one again. I might even start doing it at like 20 for some of these guys, just because 20 tension. Just because it's pointless to waste the time doing it. So, yeah, he did have 422 HP, so not bad. We are going to go ahead and recruit him. And I'm going to add him. He is Dumb King. I'm going to switch him out with, well, maybe not. Yeah, I'm going to leave him in the reserves for now, as a matter of fact. He's by no means a bad guy, so I'm definitely going to recruit him, just slightly underneath the teams that we have right now. For some reason I thought he was better than Potbelly, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So we're just going to keep heading west and try to avoid any battles that we come across, because they will kick our ass right now. So far we're doing a pretty good job of being able to flee from the battles. So let's take a look at our map and see where we're going. You'll see there's the castle-looking thing in the northwest. That's actually where we want to go right now, so we need to get out onto the road there. So we'll just head up that direction and see if we can't make it over there. Once again, staying pretty lucky with being able to flee. That's not normally the case. So here is the road, and we're just going to follow it kind of northwestern until we make it to the castle, which we can see right over there. And I am still just cranking out the special medicines right now. I think I have something like 20 of them right now, so that's going to fetch a pretty penny when the time comes. We have tons of stuff worth money right now. So here we are.
Is that a castle? Let's see. If my memory serves me correctly, this must be... Yes, it's the kingdom of Argonia. In any case, there's no way the princess and I can enter the kingdom looking as we do. We have Dul Magus' treachery to thank for that. All the more reason to find him and put an end to his schemes as quickly as possible. I'm not about to let Dul Magus' hellish curse cheat my daughter of a match made in heaven.
Match made in heaven. Wonder what that could mean. Alright, so we're actually going to wait just a little bit to enter this city. I'm going to wait until the next video for that, so we're going to stop it right here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.